How are we doing, everybody?
Hola,
Welcome to another episode of Getting Sick with It. I'm Will,
I'm Audrey.
and that is still way too close to me. That light is way too close to me. Oh, it's pointing right at me. That's why. Let me move it.
Is what?
It's pointing at me instead of at the board. It should be pointing at. It should be pointing at the board, not at mi cabeza.
And how do I look?
How do you look? You look like Audrey. Oh, I see what it is. So once we are in the frame, the light's no longer going back there because we are shadowing it. So if you guys can't tell, we did change our background. We've been working on that. That's the reason for our stream delay a little bit this evening. Microphone. There we go. That was my nickname as a kid. Did I ever tell you that?
Yes, Mike.
My middle name is Michael, so that is it. We did introduce ourselves, right?
We did.
But what are we playing tonight?
Fog.
The Fog, Escape from Paradise. This is a game that is currently up on Kickstarter. It is the relaunch. They did take it down. They brought it back. So when they took it down, we asked if we could get a copy so that way we could play for you guys. Of course, this is a prototype, so there are things that are subject to change. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick overview like we always do. However, if you want a full how to play, you can go watch Genders Gaming. He's seems to get the same games we get a lot of the times, and he does a pretty good rundown of how the game plays. So let me switch over the camera here. All right, so there we go. You can see that we are set up for a 2-player game of the Fog, and why is that?
Because there are 2 players in this
It's
game.
uno y dos. Oh no, uno y dos. It's number 1. Adri is number 1. So yes, we are set up for a 2-player game. The only real difference between the setup is here you've got different side of the board. This is for 2 and 4 because you're going to have more turns because there's more people that need to be rescued. And then for the starting rings, we start with only 8 rings, which kind of seems, I feel like it should be 10 because if we're going to have to rescue everybody, I feel like we should have 10 rings, but we only have 8 rings. And then that's pretty much it. Oh, the fog marker starts on 9. Yeah, so the number of players too. So the fog marker starts on 9. We start with 8 discs. And then, yeah. So basically in the fog, what we're trying to do is get the different inhabitants and Highlanders from the 3 different villages, 3 different factions onto their boats. So that way they can escape this fog that's down here. So this fog will start coming up after round 6, and it'll just start taking over the island. It is a mysterious fog that I guess kills people. So it is muy malo. So we want to make sure that we get the islanders off the island. So basically setup of the game, you're going to have these preparation tokens. These are for whoever gets to the boat first gets the preparation token, second gets the next one, third, until no more preparation tokens. Scoring on the boats is based on their region. So 6, 6, 4, 2. Basically, you want to try to get your guys up here into this front spot. Any person that is left on the island during scoring is going to cost. So if you get them to the beach, -2, -3, and it goes all the way down to -9. -9 on the very end if you get nobody off the back row. All right. And the objective or the turn order is pretty simple, right? First, we're going to do a drafting phase. Drafting phase is we're going to take these little markers. We're going to put them on our islanders, and then we are going to try to get those islanders over here. The way we're going to do that is through our movement actions. So each of us have this little board down here. We have 7 total movement actions, and based on what movement we want to accomplish with this little player aid here, it will cost us a certain amount of points. So if I want to take this guy and move him here, that's only going to cost me 1 movement point because it's a straight movement. If I want to take this guy and make it through this log here and go like that, that's going to cost me 4 movement points because I'm going through an obstacle. There's other things you can squeeze through. So like this guy here, if she wanted to squeeze through, that will cost her 3. And then you'll notice when some of the people, or almost all of them, they're going to have some type of symbol. What that does is it makes it so that they get some kind of benefit from trying to do that action. So here, this guy here with the mountain, he's going to be 1 less cost when he's trying to go over an obstacle. When you get onto the boat, if you can match your color, you're going to get more points. When you come up here, though, you can only get onto your boat certain ways. So if you're on the beach, you can only get back here on the back. If otherwise, you're going to want to come up here and then come on to the spot that matches the face. Now, you can only go 1 spot here, 1 spot there. If you want this side, you should have came up and around this way. That's where he was, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. We're going to do that until we get to round 0. Now, one thing that does happen when you're playing a 2-player game, we are going to be taking more turn actions. So we'll determine who goes first in a few minutes with our extra life die. But this basically is going to change, and then it's going to be first, second, and we just keep going back and forth like this in a 2-player game. And this cube is just going to go. So I take my 7 actions, Adri takes hers, I take mine, and so forth and so on. When it goes like this, that is when we're going to make the fog go up to the next level. So we're actually in 2-player game, we're actually going to get 14 total actions before the fog even goes up once. Which really confused me why the fog doesn't start further up. Like,
So we should start then moving these people.
well, once we recruit them, so we do have to recruit them first. So that is the first phase of the game, is recruiting the islanders or drafting the islanders. So yeah, we do it based on the order of, player order, which we haven't determined yet. Repeat until all islanders have been taken. Then you move your islanders, and then you score. So we only draft once, I think. Phase 2, yes, phase 2 is played over several rounds. So you only draft once, and then you play the phase 2 until we're done phase 2, and then phase 3 is scoring. So we do need to determine who goes first, and how do we do that?
With our 20-sided extra life die.
20-sided extra life die.
Because we support Children's Miracle Network through donations, and you can also help using the links down below. And do it para los niños.
Para los niños. So we did also have a giveaway recently. We will have 2 new giveaways for hitting our $600 and $1,000 milestones. The giveaways for the previous ones, we should have that video recorded tonight. We forgot to record it last time we streamed. Game went on kind of long, so sometimes we forget these things. But then we'll have a video probably next week announcing the other 2 giveaways that we'll be doing. With that said, I'm going to go with even.
Even.
7 is odd. That means Audrey is going to get to go first, which is freaking her out. All right, so Audrey's first. So I put the markers are in the right order. All right, so we need to draft. So you get to draft your people. I don't think there's any limitation. So technically you could just draft the people in the front if you wanted to.
Put this on them?
Yeah, it says you play this phase according to player color. The player on the bottom starts. Oh, no, the player on the bottom starts. So I actually get to draft first. Choose one islander, places a disc beneath it. Now the next player chooses theirs, and so forth and so on. So yeah, so there's no requirement on what I can get. So I think I'm going to get... Why would I start in the back? I'm going to start up here in the front. Oh, because the ones in the back... Yeah, because the ones in the back would lose us points. I'm not trying to get those guys. And there's actually, I just noticed, there's a story inside of the rule book. So once we're done drafting, I'll read the flavor text.
We cannot repeat them? The characters?
Yeah, you can repeat. You can get as many as you want. I don't like that red guy way over there. He's going to be way too hard to get over here. Same as these blues over here. I don't know how I'm going to put it over there. But you have to get these guys out of the way. Oops, that is upside down. I think this is this one of the first games we've played with drafting? Have we had other games where like you pick? Well, no, Isle of Cats has drafting because it's the cards is kind of a drafting mechanic.
I don't remember what else.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to look back and see if we played other games that have drafting in them. All right. I'm just making a line here, it looks like. Squeezing. That one red guy in the way.
That one?
Yeah.
You want me to defend?
No, you don't have to get him. See, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, with all the extra people, we would never try to draft those guys in the back. That's why I thought it was weird that it's making us only use 8 of these and not all 10. Maybe the thought process is that you wouldn't be able you wouldn't be able to get all of them up before you ran out of rounds. Because, like, we're not even messing with the people in the back. And it's only minus points if we don't get them, right? I don't think it's minus points if for everybody if they're not rescued. Let me double check the points, the scoring. So 4 for each islander. It's on the boat. Now reward for scoring 1 through 4. Start by scoring player colors in the first category, then go to the next one. So yeah, it's player colors. So it's same. Oh, the point scoring's up here. So same color, you get 4. Then you score the per boat area, which is these here. Then you score minus for each one that you didn't get off the island. And then you score for your preparation bonuses. So yeah, there's really no reason for us to there's no reason for us to even select those guys unless you didn't think you'd be able to wiggle your way through to get out. Because again, you don't do this drafting again. This drafting is done once.
So we are always going to play with these people.
Yeah, these are the ones that we're able to rescue in a 2-player game. That's what I'm wondering, because in 2-player game, we're going to be taking more turns. So that's another thing I was wondering, like the fog isn't going to impact us as much. I feel like something's not right.
But if this moves here and they are there, they die.
Yeah, they die, but since they're not ours, it doesn't impact us.
But, oh, so that is not going to remove the 9 points for us?
Yeah, should there be more than one islander on one boat field, all are scored regularly. Islanders in the pier are considered rescue. They cling to the boat but do not earn any RP. In a 2-player game, only the lower of the 2 scores is considered. Family and casual gamers can alternatively also use the total of both scores. In a 2-player game, only the lower of the 2 scores is considered. Oh, I think I'm missing something for 2 players. I think we're supposed to use both colors. That's why we get double the moves. Because here it says in a 2-player game, only the lower of the 2 scores is considered. So where is the 2-player 2-player marker? Place one on the 7 of your movement point track.
2 players choose 2
Oh,
colors
2-player
each.
marker. 2 counter. Place 1 on the 0 on it.
2 colors
Oh,
each.
2 players to choose. All right. Well, that would explain a lot, which means that all of our selections down there.
Plus
now,
something else. So we have to actually select everybody.
basically. So now the problem is we put
Everybody in the boat.
everybody in the boat. The problem is we put all of our stuff down there on the bottom. And so we get 2 of those now. And we get amarillo. I have negro. I'm good. All right. That's a calyx. It fits in there perfectly. We did finally get calyxes. All right. All right. So now we got to do this all over again. So we've got to pretty much take all of our people back because we kind of messed up. All right.
Okay, undo this.
Yeah, we have, because if this way, the
Okay.
score is going to be is going to basically be our yellow and black because they're all going to be in the back and they're not going to get up here in time. All right, so that was you. That was you. That was me. That makes more sense. So, then, oh, does this flip over? Oh, it does. There's 2 sides. Okay, so that makes sense. I was like, why is there 9 if I can't get to 9? Okay. And then you flip this one over. All right, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. Welcome to a Getting Jiggly stream where nothing goes right. we're basically playing a 2-player game. So it's kind of like between two castles. Remember, we scored the 2, 6, 8. So you only have 8. So I take 2 of these back. All right. Put all the people's back. All right, let's try this again. All right, so I get to place first, so I get to place black. Technically, we could have just taken half of what we already had out there and just replaced it with the other color. And kept going. All right, so yellow's turn. Amarillo.
Amarillo.
Evening. Hey, studio, how you doing?
Hola.
How do you like our new background that isn't lit up yet, so it doesn't look very good? Like, can't even see.
I see something
No.
different.
No, it's too dark because we.
Do I look like I have hair though?
See, because it's a grease.
I don't see the grease.
No, not the grease in the hair.
Thank you.
Grease as in gray. Para español.
Now what?
Pink.
Can we do this at the same time?
No, because we have to make sure that we're taking turns. Yellow. We should kind of know what we did because we're pretty much taking the same thing that we had last time, I think. Oh no, you're going different now? Did you see my strategy last time?
Oh, I'm just going.
Rosa. I don't like that red guy again.
Too far.
He's too far. Well, I mean, you can bring him up here and just keep taking him until he gets over here. I mean, it's just going to take a while. Kind of almost seems like a waste of time to drag him that far because, I mean, I don't know how many points you're going to get.
Is not negro turn?
No, I've got 3 black. I've only got two blue out there. I don't like the blues. That's too far. The blue is actually more of a teal. I hope they go with this teal color because I really like this teal color instead of the blue, just blue. We haven't even gotten to the flavor text yet. We're still going to call. Luckily, I'm going to put chapters, and we'll call this drafting take 2. Dang it! I've been picking these up, so I know which one. Red's way over here. Blue's way over there. Neither one of us want to take. Neither one of us want to take these reds or these blues that are over here. Well, you took the blues over here. Why did I take this blue? I didn't want him.
I don't know. You did.
Oh, yeesh.
Oh, was it? Did we forget him?
Now again, they can come on a different colored boat. It's perfectly fine. They just don't get.
All of
they
this,
don't get the
was
bonus
it like
points.
that? Maybe I moved it
No, that's fine.
because we didn't want any reds over there, and now they are all red over there.
Well, I randomly put them out there. Unfortunately, there's no they don't give you a bag to pull everything out of, so the randomness is just me pulling them out of my hand. I mean, I'm going to take him because honestly, even if I get him on this boat, I'll get him on here first, meaning I'll get this, and I'll still get some points as long as you don't put a guy on top of him. So even having him on the wrong color boat is fine. By getting him on the right color, it gets you an additional 4 points. So it's kind of like, is it worth running him across to get that, or is it just better to get on here and get the preparation bonus? This makes more sense because now we're completely filling up the island.
Amarillo.
Sí. Amarillo. Trying to look how many greens and blues I have in each area to kind of even it out. Like I have no greens down at the bottom.
Pink.
Same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I'll do him. That makes me 5 and 5 up the top.
I just did.
See, your turn. Yellow. Amarillo. Verde. We actually should be looking at their abilities too, and not even looking at their abilities. Because I don't know if, like, you know, are you going to be able to use the ability here? You got to wait till you get, like, further up for the ability. Guess we're both taking a color on the opposite side of the boat. That makes much more sense, doesn't it? Because now they're all taken. All right, ready for flavor text? Ready for flavor text. Okay. Zane, the beautiful and lonely island in the great ocean and the home of many nations like the Walksar, Abzaru, and Tazolulu, and Rediyi. Although they're saying there's 4 nations and only 3 boats. Which nation is not escaping? Has been threatened weeks by now by a mysterious giant dark wall of fog. The first, only far on the horizon to see. The fog one day reached their home. Bit by bit, it crawled over the island. What is in or behind the fog is unknown. Nobody that ever went into the fog, courageous warriors, wise elders, and others, who were swallowed by it, ever came back. Except for the last village, Zuarel. This is, I forget, it's Z Garcia on the Dice Tower. He hates when they just come up with crazy words that are hard to say. On the East Coast, at the Zapalo Bay, the whole island has now been swallowed by the fog. All nations built hastily boats on the bay. Oh, that's why, because one of them, they didn't make it. They're already gone. In the last weeks to hopefully still escape the fog. Their only hope is an ancient tale which over generations and centuries has been passed down on the original home, Yamagi, the magic island. Or the magic land. All right. Somewhere very far to the east is supposed to lie. We'll see. Somewhere far to the east, it could be an island. They thought they had at least another 2 or 3 days in which they could embark organized. But suddenly the fog gets faster and faster, and everyone, leaders, elders, sailors, warriors, and commoners, just start running in pure panic and regardless of others, to hopefully reach the boat somehow before the fog reaches them. Can you help Roxiar, Dayark, Tumrock, Luxior, and all the others? Hopefully as many of them as possible can be saved. It all depends on you. You play an ancient guardian, coordinating the difficult path of your fleeing islanders towards the rescuing boats. The beach is packed and everyone is panicking. Will you stay calm and make sure your islanders reach the boats before the fog reaches the shore? For your achievements, you'll receive rescue points. But beware, time is not on your side while the fog is continuously rushing forward, swallowing anything and anyone in its path. The player who collects the most rescue points wins the game against the fog. The other players will lead the islanders in their boats to journey to the original home of Yamagi. Become the most successful and respected island guardian by saving the islanders entrusted to you from the terrible fog and sending them safely on their journey to Yamagi. So there we go. That was flavor text. All right. So Adri gets to go first. So you're basically trying to move your islanders and get them to the boat. And you have 7 action points. You're doing pink first. So I don't know what way is going to be easier for you to keep track. This is just a player aid. It doesn't need to be there. You can put it wherever you want as long as you see.
Pink first.
Pink first. So you get to use all 7 of your action points before it's my turn.
Okay.
You can move an islander multiple times. You can move one islander once. I think you can move an islander multiple times. Did I read that correctly?
Okay, so if I jump over this obstacle, this says +1. So if I jump over here.
So
to
jump over there, that would cost you 4.
Is it this one? Because
yeah,
he does not have
what
that
he
ability,
gets,
but
what he gets to do.
+1.
That means he gets to go one more space after that. So he gets to run basically one more space.
So he can do this, and then.
So that would cost you 4, and then he gets to go 1 extra. Yep.
So he's pink.
Yep.
So
he's
what
pink.
I do
So
here?
he used 4. Yeah, because you have 3 left. Yep, so you have 3 movement left. You could either keep moving him or try to move someone else. You got your Chica up there. You got other people that are kind of trapped.
So if for him, I can move him. To, I can move him between. And if he sees 3, is because he can move 3 times? No. What is
No,
that?
if the 3 means that he can squeeze through or go through an object for 3 instead of 4. Which guy are you looking at? Oh, him.
Him.
Yeah,
so,
he can't really go anywhere. He's kind of blocked. You kind of got to get the guys up in the front first.
But can he get him here?
No, because you don't have. Yes, yeah, because it would cost you 3.
He would jump over something. No.
Well, he can only go forward, so he can only go. If you wanted to do this, you can only go here, here, or here. Like if that was your guy.
Okay, so let's move here.
So she can just technically move 3. 1, 2.
And she needs to come up
She's
there.
blue. No, she needs to go there. So in the back is only going to get you points, 2 points by having her there. But by moving her up here and getting her in her actual seat will get you 4 points because it matches the color. So you're better coming up here.
She did 1, and then
She was there, so she went. She went.
She was at 1, 2,
2, 3.
Okay.
So she's on the pier.
I moved the pink one. Was that what I was
Yeah, you're pink. All right, so now blue's turn. So, or aqua's turn. All right, so I have 7 movement. So I'm going to have him, I need him to go that way. So I'm going to have him squeeze through here, which cost me 4. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, oops. He can only come in through there, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So he got on the boat first, so I get that for blue.
Why didn't I do
How
that?
am I going to remember if it's blue? I guess I got to put it on their player board.
Oh, because they had only 3.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to put it on the player board so we know that's theirs. All right, so that was my 3. So it goes back to 7. So once you get down there, you can just reset it. So now it is, oops, I forgot to move this. So now it's yellow's turn. Amarillo.
Can I go here? Yeah, this way also they can jump in there, right?
Yep. Yeah, they can only go one spot onto the boats.
So can I do 1, 2? How can I get in here?
3.
3, 4,
Yep.
5.
Yep. That cost you 5.
Oops, somebody.
So you have 2 movement left.
Un, dos.
All right. So now it is black's turn.
So reset.
So 1, and then because he's got the obstacle, this cost me 3 instead of 4. Oh, dang it! No, I don't want there. I want up here. Never mind. Hang on. Put him back. So 1, and then I want to jump over you. How do I jump over you there? Oh, I'm gonna have to squeeze through. Dang it. So that's gonna cost me 4. So that's 5, 6, 7. That took everything I had to get all the way up here. So that was my 7. All right. So now the fog goes up 1. So the fog is at 8. All right. And now it is Black's turn again. Because see how, so then it's going to come up here because it's right here. So it's Black's turn and then it's going to come up here. So we just keep following this path around for whose turn it is. All right. So I'm going to use 1 to get on my boat. All right. And then, so he's got to go all the way to the blue. I'll do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he gets 1 extra. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have one movement left. So this guy's the jump guy. That's going to cost him 2 to jump, so that's fine. I just do. Where does he go? He goes way up here. He's got to go that way. So I'll use my last one to go there. All right, it is Pink's turn.
So if he squeezes between, oh no, but I have to move this first.
No.
So
Well,
or jump over them if I can.
or you'd have to do a jump or something. But jump, the thing with jump is you do also have the option to switch spaces. Oh, so earlier when I squoze through, I could have switched spaces with you. Because switch spaces, if you're up here, this part only cost you 1 action. That would have been cheaper than me paying the 3 to squeeze through. Because I paid 3 to squeeze through. I could have just paid 1 to switch our spots. But yeah, so jump can only be at an angle. It's kind of like checkers. So jump, I'll take her for an example. Jump can only be at an angle, but you can't jump there. Example would be here, right? So this would be a jump.
But see, I can still do it, but not over somebody, but over something.
That would be going through a mountainous region. So that's the 4.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is 4.
Yep.
This is
Well, actually, only 3 because he's a 3. So it actually only costs you 3.
Is it this one? Okay.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3. So you have 4 left.
I'm gonna jump over you.
Okay.
That's 3. See?
Yep.
And I guess I have 1 left, but
You can bring him over you can bring him over 1 or just
to the stairs.
yeah. Okay. So it is Blue's turn. All right. Blue's clues. All right. So I need him over there. So he pushes, right? Yeah, he allows me to push up to 2 people. So I'm going to push 1. And then I'm going to push 2. So that cost me 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to push you again, which is probably stupid. 1, 2. And then I'm going to use my 1 to get on my boat. Which gets me this. Because that puts you up here to 6. So I basically gave you 6 points. Oh no, you can't even get on that boat. Because that's not your spot.
My face is not there.
Yeah, I pushed you.
To go here.
You're going to have to, yeah, you'll have to go back 1 and then go here. Mm-hmm.
Okay, whose turn is it?
That was all of Blue's, so it's Yellow's. Yellow's turn. Amarillo. So what kind of game is this? I've been cooking and hardly watching. So it's an abstract, I would say puzzle game, right? It's kind of like a little abstract puzzle. You're trying to figure out how to get these people up here before this fog starts to take over, which means we need to start getting those guys in the back up here soon.
Yeah.
Because that fog's going to come in on round 6.
If I
Now there is an advanced mode, and it's in the box. There's actually an hourglass, so that way you can force the time to go a little bit quicker.
Ay, what did I do? I have to go the other way. Can I do it this way? It's the same. She was here, so
Yeah.
that is
Yeah, she's got push. She doesn't have. Yeah, she's got push.
4. Is what it costs, right? Or 3? 3.
3 to jump.
See. And then to jump over these costs 4.
Okay. Where'd you go? Oh, okay. So you just jumped. Okay. All right. So that was yellow. Move the fog tracker to. Ooh, next round, those guys are gone. How are you supposed to get them out? Like.
Maybe we should have started like jumping over here. And...
But still, you wouldn't have been able to do it. That's only one. Now we could, like here, but then there's an obstacle there. You can't jump there.
I think it makes more sense starting from there if we don't want to.
But you don't have enough room because it's so tight back there.
But that's why you
All right, well,
use the abilities.
Yellow's turn again. Are you gonna try to get her on the boat?
See. So
one, yeah.
One here.
No.
No, one.
One, yep. And then that's her there. So 2.
2. One, 2. And then the rest can I do
are there
it with?
ghosts in the fog? Because if not, there should be. I don't know. It's a mysterious fog. They've not explained what is happening with the fog, and all they are saying is that nobody knows, and that nobody returns. So that's all we know.
So the other 4, do I do it with another person?
Okay.
The other 4 that I have, or 5 that I have.
Yeah. Well, you could always split it up amongst multiple people. It's however you want to move. So you got your green girl here, or you can try to get some of them out if you wanted to.
So if I move him 1, 2, and then I have 3 left. So
you got your squeezy guy back there. You kind of want to get out of that back row. So you probably want to do your squeezy guy. Your squeezy guy he'll cost 3 instead of 4.
See.
Nope, squeeze.
Isn't this squeeze?
No, squeeze.
With his
He
ability.
gets really skinny. That cost you 3, so that was the rest of your. And you just reset it. All right, Black's turn. So I think I'm in the same boat. So I'm going to spin.
You are in the same boat.
Oh, we are in the same boat. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to squeeze through. That way I can protect him for a little bit. That cost me 3. 1, 2, 3. Those green guys are gone. Well, we've got one more turn. This right here is when the fog's going to go up again. So right here. So everybody gets. So pink gets a turn and teal gets a turn before the fog goes again. So pink and teal might be able to get out. All right. Let me get him. So what's his? He pushes, right? So how can I? Yeah, so I can push 2 people for 2 instead of 3. So I push that one, push that one, push that one. So that cost me 2. 1, 2. And then I can do it again. Yeah, so I'll do it again. Push that one, push that one, push that one. And that's it for Black's turn. All right, it's Pink's turn. Pinky and the Brain is Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius and the other's insane. They're laboratory mice.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4.
4. Probably want to get that pink guy out of the back there.
Oh, but I get this.
Oh, see, you get that. I'm just putting them on top of the reset because it's about the only place to put them. I mean, I guess technically if you took 2 of these boards and you could just But then you have to remember which is the green board, which is, I guess, put these over top. I don't know. In 2-player, it's a little bit different, I guess. He can't squeeze through.
He can jump over something, but there is
there's no one
nothing
to
to jump over.
Push would cost you 3, but there's 3 guys in front of you. You can only push 2.
Squeeze would cost. Squeeze between 2 people would be 3 or 4. 4, because he does not have that. But this is here. What does this mean?
That is go through an obstacle.
If he squeezes, it will be 4, and I don't have it. I don't have any.
Yeah, you don't have that. So I think that pink one's gone. So you could do him. You'd at least get him out of there.
So with this
because it would
one,
cost him 3. Yeah, to jump over that obstacle or to
Wait,
go through the
no,
obstacle.
Don't leave your thing.
Stay inside of your
Your
dinghy.
float. Your floating.
Your floaty. It's like games with ships week for you guys. Oh yeah, you said games with ships
Oh,
week. 'Cause,
yeah.
we did the Sea of Legends. No, and then we're doing Sea of Legends tomorrow too. So more ships. What are we playing Friday? Oh, I can't remember what we're playing Thursday. We do have another Kickstarter game we need to play there, but I can't remember if we have a Kickstarter game we need to play this Sunday. I think that's the only thing we've got sitting around right now. All right, so that was Pink's turn?
Pink.
All right, so it is Blue's turn. Blue's Clues. So I just don't want these guys to die, so or 1, 2. That saves them for another day.
My pink one is dying.
And all right, so that was 2. All right, can I start getting any points with anybody? I have nobody ready to get points. So I have more green guys here. So I got the Chica. I want to get her because she's worth the most.
Why are there 2 chicas in the same spot?
I guess you can have 2 on that spot.
The lap of the other one?
Yeah, they sit on each other's lap. I guess you can have 2 on that spot. Because I guess it was the graphics are too small to fit 2 like this. Or 2 like that. Yeah, it's kind of weird. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all she can go. All right. So now we go fog number 6. And we lost that row. That row is gone. But this game looks cool. Reminds me of Solitaire game with the marbles. Solitaire game with the marbles. I don't know. I don't know which one you're talking about. Solitaire game with the marbles.
It's whose turn?
Oh, I didn't get. No, it's Blue's again.
I see.
So whoever's the last person gets to kind of go twice. So that means that then I can get her to go 1, 2.
You get the thing.
So I get the thing. All right. Oh, my green guy's back there. So I'm going to push with him. So he pushes for 2. So that pushes this guy here. This guy here. He goes there. So that costs me 2. 1, 2. That guy's gone. There's nowhere I can jump with him. I'll just call that a day. I can jump with that guy though. He needs to go over here. That's not happening. But he can jump for let's jump. He can jump for 2. So that's what I've got. Okay. He will jump. And that was my last 2. All right. It is Amarillo. Amarillo.
So Amarillo's going to do 1.
That's sploosh stormy.
See? 1.
Where was it?
2. Here.
Yeah. Yep.
1, 2.
All right. You get the last preparation H. That's preparation H. No, it's not. Preparation 8 is for hemorrhoids.
That was 2. 1, 2.
That was dos.
And then she can do.
You don't forget you got they can't squeeze. They're kind of stuck.
Well, I should start working on here. So there is no pushing.
He could squeeze.
He can jump. Oh no, but it's yellow. He can squeeze.
Yeah, he squeezes between the edge of the land and the obstacle, so he would squeeze there.
Oh.
So that would cost him 3 instead of 4. Yeah.
And
basically I think that one and that one are the only 2 you got. He would be better coming this direction to try, if you can try to get to the red. The blue girl, she's at least lined up. Why am I helping you? Porque mi amo te mucho.
Wait. No, he cannot do nothing.
Yeah, so it's just her for... Just me or blue girl for 2. Shit. All right, black's turn. All right, black. Bet on black, that's what they say. Do I have any? I do have black up here. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 to get him from there. Bella went, I can squeeze with that guy. That's my push guy, right? Yeah, I've been using him to push. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and that cost him 2. 1, 2. Want to push those again? Yeah, why not? 1, 2. All right, so I get 1 more space. So I'm just gonna go 1 with that guy. All right. Amarillo.
Amarillo? I thought it was
I went
pink.
backwards. Lo siento. Pink.
Pink.
You're right. I don't know my directions. And she lets me drive. So hopefully the sound's okay today. We did have to, like, all of our board games that were back over here are now in another room. I might do a TikTok video for that to show you guys our collection. And then the furniture pads we had up on the back to try to get rid of some of the echo are gone because we had the shelves back there. So hopefully when we get those shelves loaded up with board games and stuff, it will help some. Probably will still need to do something over there.
He's going to squeeze between these 2. That's 4. See?
See, but then he still gets his +1.
So, 3?
No. He gets 1 extra move. That's his ability. He gets +1 move. Yep.
And 2, 3.
That'd be 4. It'd cost you 5 to get on the boat.
3, 4.
Yeah. All right. This goes, which means the fog goes up.
Adios.
Adios, peoples.
No, I have lost too many.
Well, pink, it's the lowest of our 2 teams, which score. Now, this is, I think, another little strategy with the 2-player is figuring out how to move your other ones. Because you got to think about that is like, okay, I need to move the black and the blue characters around so that way I can get my black and blue characters around, right? So, okay, pink's turn again.
So, can he do this movement, but it's actually the other side, not to the right, but to the left?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He gets +1 whatever movement he does.
1, 2. He can move 1, 2. Oh, no. No, he cannot do that.
Yeah, when he moves, basically when he moves
See?
2, he gets a free
No.
3rd move. I think is what that one
He
is.
cannot do it.
Also, maybe that guy might not have gotten that free move. Maybe it is only when you do that specific combination it's showing there. Where is the movement? There we go, movement. Cross, jump, movement. Where's the +1? Okay, endurance. After this islander has been moved actively, he may, as a last movement in this turn, run one additional field for free if possible, including entering a boat or switching sides of a boat. Oh, okay, no, yeah, so that's fine. So you don't have to make that whole movement. You can just, I don't know why it shows.
It does not, he cannot do it.
I don't know why it shows this. That makes no sense that you have to go 1, 2, +1. Or maybe you are only supposed to move each islander one time. Because that would make no sense. I'd move 1, get my +1. I'd move 1, I'd get my +1. You know what I mean? I would just get +1 after each one instead of 1, 2, and then 1. So maybe for them, it's after their final movement, they get +1. You get 7 movement points available to move your islanders. You may divide these points up in any way between your islanders. After each movement, the player marks down the point track. How you move your islanders, including its movement types, will be explained in following sections.
1, 2, 3, and this one costs 4.
Yeah.
And then he has 1 extra. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. See, he has 1 extra. So he's gonna do. He does not fit there anymore.
Where? You're going towards the spot, and yeah, but you can go on top of mine.
Oh. See?
Yeah, so that is one of the options when you're boarding. So, where's it at? Drive off. An islander may nevertheless take a productive place on a boat if he is of that boat's nation, same color. The islander on place is a different color. Oh, no, I'm not a different color. And then no empty boat place can be reached with an eligible different movement for the same number of movement points.
So if you were not green, I could just...
If I was not green, then you could actually go to that same spot. So basically, he's just going to go to the back of the boat. You still get the bonus points. You still get the bonus 4 points for putting him on the back of the boat.
Okay.
Is that the end of, that was all of his points, was to there? Was that with his +1?
He did 1, 2, 3. This is 4. Squeezing here. 5. No?
Huh? He was here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 4 to go there would be 7. And then, but then he gets his +1, so that's his +1. At the end of his move, he gets +1.
Oh, see, I said 4. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
See, 4, I meant that costs 4.
All right, well, I'm done. He's going to, he can push. So I'm going to push you out of the way. So I'm saving your guy, your girl, your chica. So that cost me how much? Oh, because he's got push. That cost me 2. 1, 2. And then push again for 1, 2. And then do I have anybody that can board a boat? No. She can only get on the back of the boat too. And I can't swap positions with you. I'm just going to do 1 until you board the boat. And then he can't squeeze there for 2, right? No, it's 3. 3 to squeeze. I can push her again. I don't really want to do that. So we'll do 1. And I can do a swap because we're on the beach for 1. Oh, wait. Go back. I can do this swap for 1. And then 2. 2 can go in here. There's a 2. So 2 people can be here. That I don't even know why I worried with that, because it wasn't like I was going to fight you for the last provisions. We've already gotten all the provisions off the boat.
Okay.
So that was all for blue. Amarillo.
I'm gonna save her. So 1, 2. Between here is 4. So 4, that's 6. And 7.
All right. Black. So this guy's way back there in the back. He can't squeeze, so he's going to go through. That cost me 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's he at? Oh, he's over here now. Dang it. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
I know I lost that other one.
Which other one? Oh, the pink girl back there.
There's a man.
Pink man back there. Let's see. Adios, hombre.
No.
Okay, black's turn again. All right. So I'm going to go... I guess I'll go ahead and get him in. Oh. 1, 2, 3. And then... Oops. 1, 2, 3. 4 left. She can't squeeze. That's kind of not fun. So I gotta move him out so I can move her over. So I'll move him for 1. And she can squeeze for my other 3. All right. Pink's turn.
Pink.
It's Pinky.
They revive.
No. Actually, you're supposed to flip them over to show that they're not. Not sure what the numbers are on the back.
Points.
I
when
don't know.
they die.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's for the advanced mode or what. Yeah. So supposed to flip them over once they're.
Okay, so
Back
pink,
there.
pink, pink. There is not much. Well, see.
Yeah,
We
most of
can
your
do uno,
most of your pink ones didn't make it, which means that's going to be
dos,
your lowest scoring faction.
uno, dos.
What was Uno?
This one.
Oh, you got to take one of these.
Ah, sí, gracias. She was also there waiting,
Yeah, but we've already gotten all those.
and he is gonna go uno. No, uno.
Oh, did you want to take his +1 to put him here?
No, I
or-
cannot jump on you.
No,
I cannot go to
going,
this.
You were going here, so you'd go 1, 2.
Oh, there. So 1, 2.
Actually, it'd only be 1, and then he gets +1, so you actually have 1 movement left. But you have nobody to move,
No.
so you can basically now you just pass for pink. Now
Can
the game.
Can I go? Can I turn? Can I?
Oh yeah,
go
you
back?
yeah, you can go back 1.
So 1. Oops. 1, 2. See?
Yeah. Yep.
1, 2. I waste 2.
Did you get that? Because you made it on the boat. Scoring. I can't remember. Does that end the game? Repeat this until the fog markers reach the last field 0 at the shore, or no player has any islanders left to. Oh wow,
Oops,
that's going to end the
I have
game.
paint in my arm. Oh.
That's going to end the game.
Okay.
When we get back around to you, that ends the game.
Back around to.
Yeah, it says repeat this until the fog marker has reached the last field, which is 0 at the shore. So once the fog marker reaches here, or no player, meaning all players.
Has any?
Yeah, or no players have
I still
anybody
have
that can
my
move.
yellow ones. You mean that?
No, I read it as no player, meaning you as a single player, but no, it means no player, meaning all players have no
player.
people to move. Like say we all got them off the board, they're not going to have you
English.
keep. They're not going to have you keep playing. So yeah, pink is basically done. Now that's kind of a bad thing in a multiplayer game. In a 4-player game, pink would have to sit there for 3 more rounds, basically. They'd have to, until we get all the way around here again, pink would have to sit through 1, 2, at least 2 more rounds. not doing anything. So that's kind of not fun. Oh, I don't think he's going to make it. Because I have nowhere to push, because you can only push them the direction that they're going. So if I push these, they both have to be able to go that way. Because I don't think I can push that way and then that way. That would be two different ways. And I think I did that earlier. And I should not have. Basically, you got to push them in a straight line. See, if you look at the example, they're both going in one line. You can't push and then switch directions. They have to keep going that same direction. And I can't because there's 3 in that row.
Mm-hmm.
This guy cannot shimmy through either direction. Yeah. So the only guy I can technically move is that one. And he's red, which, well, that's fine. I mean, I got lots of red movement points then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have 1 point left that I can't use because nobody can move. So that's it for me. Amarillo.
So amarillo.
Don't forget about those guys back there.
No, but because of that. So.
Oh, sí.
1, 2, 3.
3. Yep.
And I still have 4 for him. So.
And then he's the one that gets the discount for going through objects. So he gets a discount for going through.
This one.
Yep. This right here. So it cost him 3 instead
But
of 4.
this is 2 people, amor.
No, it's both.
Oh, going over.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's got the number 3. So the number 3 gets to do both of these for 3 instead of 4.
Both of them? I never did that.
Yeah, he could do either or, basically.
Oh, okay, so
yeah.
if he jumps over this.
That cost him 3.
It's 3. 1, 2,
Oh.
3.
Stop stealing the pink team's moves.
Oh, that's it. That's all they can do.
Well, no, you got 1. You can just go. Well, you're trying to go this way, but
Pero no.
you're gonna have to go the long way. All right. Fog advances.
Adios.
All right, and it is Amarillo again.
That grandpa has to be saved.
Grandpa has to be saved.
I'm just realizing.
Okay.
Does this have like the picture has something to do? Like if can squeeze only between rock and bushes?
No, you can squeeze between people. See, this example is showing a person. You can squeeze anywhere.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you can squeeze anywhere.
it doesn't have to be a plant and a person then?
No, it can be any two things you're squeezing between. So, like, he can squeeze right here.
Oh, I don't know.
Sure.
Okay, and
So that
that
would be
costs 4.
Yep.
And then
You can either say he's done and get his +1, or just keep moving him and do your +1 at the end.
so he has 4 now. 1.
He died before you got there.
1. See?
Yeah, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 3.
Well, no, but he gets his +1. 4.
4. I see.
All right. Black's turn. And I need to save her. So that's going to cost 3 to squeeze through. Wow. The push guy is up here. So I got red. So she's red, he's red. And I still can get her, and she's worth the most points. Actually, both of these are worth a lot. I keep forgetting to look at the faces. The old man and the girl are worth the most. So I have what I got left? I have 4 left. 1, 2, 3. Oh, because you're going to do this one. Dang it, I have to go to this other side. 4. Yep. All right, so that was my last 4. Pink's turn. Pink can't do anything because there's no pink left. It's blue's turn, so that's my last one. All right, so he gets basically 7. There's nowhere for him to go here. So he basically just going to board the back of the boat. Oh no, I can take over this spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Whoosh!
All right, so that was blue's turn.
Oh, so you can jump on me because I'm not red.
Because you're not red. Yep.
And do I lose something? Or do I...
You don't get the points, I don't think. It doesn't actually say what happens if there's 2 people in a spot. It doesn't say you don't score them. For each islander in their respective area pictured on the boat. Yeah, you still get the points. I can also get the points.
also get the points.
Yeah.
Okay. Amarillo?
No, it's blue's turn again because I just went that way. So fog moves up.
Did anybody die? Nobody died.
I feel like the fog's not making it all the way to the end.
Wait, why do we have all this here? Oh, that's not the
Oh,
end.
it gets wider. It's a wider path. I just noticed that.
Oh, that it is like this?
Yeah. So hang on. So 6, it would have been here. 5, it would have been here. 4, it would have been here. 3, it would have been here.
2 covers all...
Yeah, it covers two zones.
So whoever was here would have died with this one at the same time.
Because I think technically it should be on the 1 now.
Yes, because then this one's died.
Because this would have been...
Last time.
I'm trying to think of us. We've only gone all the way around once, right?
Oh
So this
my
would have been
God.
to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. No, we're right. We're at 2. 1. And then basically once it comes around, that's 1. And you get one more attempt before it hits 0. So that's right. We're at the right spot. So yeah, on the next one, we lose both those rows. I got a lot of black there. Oh, that's a lot of guys.
It's all of your people.
Blue, there's no blue guys left out there. Oh no, there's the one I can jump. Okay. So I go there. I don't have anybody left around there, right? Oh, you have, oh, I got the guy there. All right, so Amarillo, so you have your 2. Yeah, it may come down to me just my last 2 turns trying to get the last couple people.
I don't know what to do. How many rounds do we have?
It's
left?
until
we lose them all.
or neither one of us can move anything. So technically we have 1, 2. Because as soon as it hits here, that's it. It's going to be at 0 once we hit here. So
Because I want to...
yellow, well, this is where you want to count. You get this turn plus 1 more. So you have 14 movement left.
Okay.
Because you have this turn plus this turn here.
So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4,
Because she's worth
5,
the most. You definitely want to get her one because she's worth
6.
the most. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
It's a he. It's a she?
That's
Oh,
a
it's
she. She's the princess, I guess. Princessa. All right, so that was 6.
So that was 6.
So then he goes 1.
He goes 1.
So you're pretty much going to put him here because you're not going to get him over here in time.
Maybe.
Oh, and he wouldn't even get. Well, no, you can't even put him
1,
here.
2.
Can't even put him here. There's no spot. He would go back here and get 2 points. You put him here, he gets 6 points. It's better
How
to
do
put
you
him there.
know that? What does it say?
6, 2. All right. So now it is. All right. So this is. I got 2 turns left. I got to get as many guys of those out of there as possible. So he's worth a lot of points, though. Oh, you forgot to move him. 1. Don't forget to move him next turn.
I have enough.
Okay, you have enough to move both of them on the boat? Yeah, because
So
he's only needs 1, 2, 3, 4,
4,
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't do it all. I got to get both of these guys to here. I got to get all these guys to here, one of those 2 spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And you have another round again?
Yeah. Yeah, here. All right, pink. Pink's already done. Fog goes up to 1. Covers up both of those. All right, blue. Was that done? I think I was done, wasn't I? Yeah,
Yep.
blue's done. Amarillo's last turn. So we know you can make it both.
Let's just go to 5.
Yeah, so we know you can make it. All right. So I need him to score. I'm gonna lose points no matter what. I wasted points, I think. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, no, because I made them I made them worth mine. Oh, these are both -4, so it wouldn't have mattered if I left them back there and brought them up. So I lost. I basically lost. If I would have just left those 2 people back there, I would have had 2 more, and I could have gotten them 1 to this one. Or I could have at least gotten him over there and gotten the bonus points. Oh well. All right, so that is fog to 0, which is there. These guys at least are safe. They're.
They didn't. They count for.
Oh no,
that...
no, 0 is this whole section. So no, they didn't make it out, but at least they don't cost me as many minus points. This is 0. 0 is this whole section right here. Wow. Okie dokie. I think I lost. Well, you lost more back there. All right, so we need our handy dandy scorebooks. But do I have my? Oh yeah, I got me pen. I got me Bez. Okie dokie. So scoring time in our handy dandy scorebook of handy dandiness.
Oh, we have not used it a lot.
We have not used it in a while. All right, so this is fog. So we have Audrey pink, Audrey yellow, Will black, Will aqua. I was going to do blue, but BL. Okay, is that BL black or BL blue? All right, so the first thing we count up is same. Okay, so this is the same color. So same color on their boat. The second one is the A through D, which is right there. The next one is, we'll call them dead. The fog got them. And the last one is our prep bonus. All right. So for the same color, you get 4. So
Same color you mean in the boat?
Yeah. So you get 4, 8, 16. Yep.
Those count what? How many points each?
So you get 4 points for each one being in the right boat. So you have 16 for pink. Yellow, you have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20.
That one is not a more.
Oh.
16. And
16,
then
20,
24.
24. Black, 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4 is 16. And then aqua, none. 1, 2, 3, 4, so 16. A through D, so 6. We're doing yellow? No, we're doing pink. Pink is 0 for 6. 6 here, 1, 2, 3, so that's 6, 12, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, yellow, 6, 12, 4 would be 16, 22, 26, 32, 36. Black, 6, 12, 18,
24.
24. Aqua, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 22, 28. All right. Muertes.
Ugh.
All right. So 2, 4,
6.
10,
6.
6,
Okay.
8,
9, 10,
14. What are we doing? Pink?
See, 22.
22?
No. 18. This is it.
What was he? He was here in the 7. That's 9 and 9. So it's 18. And 7 would
9
be.
and 9, 18. Sí, it's 7.
Huh?
25.
And then amarillo is 8.
8.
Right? Preparation tokens. So your tokens here. 6, 10, 12. Aqua. 6, 11, 15, 18. 13.
What? 13 for yellow.
Yellow.
This is 9.
15.
15.
Calculator. There's a minus in here, and I don't want to do minus in my head. All right. ¿Lista? No lista. ¿Lista? No lista. ¿Lista?
No.
No lista.
Ya.
Ya. 16 plus 24 minus 25 plus 15.
30.
Where does it show you 30? Oh, down at the bottom. All right. 24 plus 36 minus 8 plus 13.
65.
Which doesn't count. Black.
What do you mean that's not coming?
It's our lower of our 2 scores is our score. Remember I said it's like between 2 castles because we're playing 2. That's why you got to try to get both up there.
Yeah.
16
65.
plus 24 minus 10 plus 12.
42.
16
Yeah.
plus 28 minus 14 plus 18.
48.
48. So that's
So it's 42.
42 to
30.
30. So I beat you by 12. But if you notice, both of mine were very equal. It was because so many of your pink got left behind.
Yeah.
Because you got so many of your yellow up and you left the pink behind. And mine, I was kind of even
because they
on
were
everything.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go. That is Fog Escape from Paradise. So we're going to go ahead and give our first impressions. All right. So of course, this is this might not work very well. I need to do like this. Okay, here we go. I just have to do this. We'll have to figure this out now because now we have these big fancy smancy comfy chairs to sit in. They're comfy though.
They are.
All right, so we're not doing a review on the chairs. Maybe that's another video. So the first thing is the components. It is a prototype. I do like the score tracker. It's nice, easy to use. I like the round thing. It's pretty self-explanatory. I like the little rings and the little tokens fit in them just fine. I would say would I want acrylic tokens? Yes, but technically no. The only reason acrylic token would be useful is in the bag when you're doing the first setup, because to randomly put them out there. The little 3D components, I like the 3D components. I can't remember if they're an add-on or if it's a deluxe upgrade. Let me see here. Kickstarter version is similar to review. Version will include another larger beach with 5 boats. So there is another boat in the premium edition. Which will allow up to 6 players. It does take up more time. Stretch goals, variable boat sizes. That'd be fun. 2 additional beach sizes, medium. Again, in the premium. Card expansions, variable fog speed, missions, events, and actions. I can't remember. I don't remember on the Kickstarter. I mean, you guys can go out to Kickstarter and check. I like the premium, but I can tell you in the box there are cardboard tokens for the resources as well. So again, that could just be so you can randomly pool the resources, and then once you have them, then you put the 3D ones there. But I do like the 3D resources. It's nice, just gives you a little something extra.
Yeah, it's nice.
The rule book was pretty okay. It is again a demo prototype, but I think the movement needs to be clarified a little bit more for two reasons. One, the rule book wasn't quite clear on the movement to me. If I hadn't watched Ginger's video, and this player's aid makes absolutely no sense because none of this is described exactly like this in the rule book. So I think the rule book should explain the player aid pretty much. What about you for the components? Oh, by the way, we were doing the adding up here. I forgot there's a whole score track around the outside.
Oh, that is what this was
Yeah,
for.
that was for the score track. So we didn't even use the score track. What did you think about the components?
I like most of it. I also think that this is very confusing. I mean, I understand once I know, like, okay, this is a person, this is an obstacle, but still think, I don't know, because you see this shows rocks and this shows plants, so I don't know if it has to be that way.
Yeah, the only way, no, this has nothing to do with what has to be there. If they really wanted to make it make sense, they should put the mountain in there.
That is what I was going to say.
That way you know it's an obstacle because the mountain stands for obstacle.
These are the same, but the icons are different.
Yeah.
I think, or well, I don't know about you, but like what we were doing wrong with this, maybe if there was a more visible line here, or
more visible line on the board where
to show that now this covers
is.
2 or 3.
Yeah, because we didn't catch that because there isn't anything on here to distinguish the zones here. Mm-hmm. Here, there's a distinguishing. They've got these dotted lines that show the zones because basically to move into the next zone costs you 1 movement to do that. And it really didn't explain that right clearly when you were back here. But otherwise, no, everything else makes sense. This tells you how many things you put out here. Now, so I think the components are good. And again, this being a prototype, I can only imagine the final copy will be better. One other thing I did mention was the color. These are blue. These are aqua. Again, I'm hoping they go with the aqua, which means that these would be aqua. Maybe they just couldn't find aqua ones. I think the other colors are fine. I think they're easily.
I would not go with black when the other colors are bright. I would not.
Yeah. I think, I mean, a lot of times they do black, but yeah, maybe like go with a purple or a red or an orange, something like that. Well, red, I wouldn't do red because one of the boats are red. And I wouldn't do blue because one of the boats is blue, and I wouldn't do green because the boat's green.
Orange.
So yeah,
or
orange,
purple.
orange or purple, which are our two game colors that we do. Mechanics. What did you think of the mechanics?
I loved it, and something that I really like is there is not random, but the difference between the turns,
order.
How the turn order is not always
I think
the
that's
same.
called snake drafting. We talk about that when we've done other drafting where whoever just went last gets to go again. So that way it doesn't put them at a disadvantage. And even here, it's a little bit more variability even in this section.
I think that is nice. I liked it, but I'm still thinking how to do this.
How do you get the guys in the back?
Yeah, because I mean, it's full at the beginning, and then if you don't save them from the beginning, then they die.
I think, and again, the more times you play, probably the better. You got to focus maybe a little bit more on the couple empty spots in the middle to get those guys out. So like the first turns for us, we were like, oh, let's get people on the boat. But I think it's more get a couple people to the beach.
So then it's easier to move them, and it opens.
Move a couple to the beach, move these couple to the beach, and then same thing because we're playing 2-player. Make sure you're optimizing your 2 different players' turns, so that way you're making sure that I can open up a path for when it's Black's turn by moving these 2 aqua characters.
Yeah. So something happened.
And I think that's a difference for 2-player, right? Which we can get into with Fun It too. The difficulty. Are you going to try? We're not going to guess a number, but
I don't think it is very difficult.
Said 10 and up. I forget. I think it's 10 and up. So it is meant to be family friendly. It talks about in here family and casual gamers can alternately also use the total of both scores. So when you're playing a 2-player game, instead of us choosing the lower of the 2, which makes you have to work on both, we could have just actually combined
Added. Oh, okay.
our 2 scores
I
together.
would win.
Which, yes, oddity would have won. I would have been at 80. I would have been at 90, and you would have been at 95. Oddity would have won with combined scores.
See, why didn't we do that?
But yeah, I don't find it difficult. I think the difficulty was
For
the
me,
movement.
it
It was the movement. It was figuring out the movement. I think even Gender mentioned in his how to play, he's like, figuring out the movement is the difficulty of the game. Once you know the movement, it's easy. Like for me with the pushing, where I screwed up earlier and I pushed incorrectly, and it's because you're supposed to push them both the same direction, and I messed up earlier. Fun at 2. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it too a lot, and even I am not like, I do not normally love to play 2 different
characters or 2 different
groups, teams,
basically playing, well,
colors.
normally it's characters because you're playing 2 different like in an RPG, you'd be controlling two characters.
I don't know what to call it, but like the pink and yellow for me today. I liked it. I think it is. I mean, for 2, it helps making things move.
So, yeah, because you have the entire board. Because originally when we set up, we needed like, why am I going to select anybody in the back? They're going to get they're going to get eaten by the fog. I don't want any of those guys.
I like that.
I like it. It is a good variation on the game, which allows 2 players to play. It also adds a little bit of that thinkiness of working with your 2 together, kind of like Between Two Castles, right? We mentioned Between Two Castles, or was it Between Two Cities, where you take the lower of your 2. I forget. We played both of them once, so we'll have to play them again because we want to do a this or that video. Also, we need to probably call one of them because there's no point in having both. But yeah, very similar to that is that you really need to make sure you're focusing on getting both of your teams equally scored. So it adds that little bit of variability. I think the only way that you'd be able to make this for 2 players is you would have to set up without like the last 3 rows, and the fog counter would have to start like already on the board. Like when you bring it on the board, you put it at 3, right? So you basically start at 3, or you start at 6, so it's already back here. So then it's at 3. I don't know. Again, not game designers. I imagine they've tested that and that didn't work. But you'd need a smaller map or less boats. So, but I think what they've done works well at 2. The last thing is the theme. After reading all that flavor text, did you feel like you were a entity controlling the people so they could safely make it onto the boats? And the fog was coming in.
Yeah, I was trying to identify who was the people that you read, but I already forgot their names too, to see like all of the names, who these people could
I
be.
think they were just the name of the factions, and there's really not a...
But it makes sense that like this, the queen or the princess, like gives you more points, and I think it's...
Oh, they won't be able to do purple on the bigger board.
Oh, yeah,
the last boat is purple.
Oh, see.
So the new boat that you get on the larger board is a purple boat.
And this is yellow.
Oh, you're right. It added 2 more boats.
2 more boats.
So it adds a yellow boat and a purple boat. All right, so do orange. Orange would work.
But then there is already yellow. But well, you can bring it.
That is one of the things with the colors, and it goes back to the components being the same. But that's a special board for the premium edition. But no, yeah, I felt like what we were trying to do works, and I think having this little component where the fog comes in helps with that. You're like, oh, I got to get the guys away from the fog. Run, try to get them away. All right, so that is Fog Escape from Paradise. If you want to back this game, we have a link down below. You can go out to Kickstarter. I think it's got a couple weeks left for funding. If not, if you're catching this video after, of course, you'll be able to go out to the Pledge Manager and Late Pledge whenever that opens up. If you want to watch more gameplay, especially Kickstarter previews and whatnot, what do they need to do?
Subscribe. Activate
notifications.
And
all that YouTube stuff. Until next time, guys.
Adios.
Peace.